Yo, who would've knew these two in my crew would've still been my G's in school? I would've never have up and left if there wasn't a reason to. Northwest and west to the death, we was one for all and we all for one. And small dons seen it all from young, but can never have saw what's coming. I first met Els in primary until year 5, thinking Slide didn't like me. Started yapping one time in line and from then we were tight like Siamese. TP come a little bit after, from the next school in West. We always deep tier a little bit smarter, we used to eyeball his tests, like bless. Then the bros got closer, left Alpha House, checking both in Mozart. Roundabout where the term was over, mum loud me out but she said don't go far. Then we hit year 7 to the same school in Kenton. I couldn't tell you my favourite lesson cause all I done used the tension. Did I mention that the tension was rising, back in the ends we residing. Els his family and Bridging were tied on, guys from my ends didn't like him. Man are getting bored and I ain't have a clue, recording in avenues. Round that time got sent back to Niger but was still representing my crew. Who would've knew these two in my crew would've still been my G's in school? I would've never have up and left if there wasn't a reason to. Northwest and west to the death, we was one for all and we all for one. And small dons seen it all from young but can never have saw what's coming. Remember when Broski first went OT and phoned me, he told me the queen's in purple. Was always one to believe shit's verbal. He said trust me, this tea's not herbal. Then the nerds that he worked for taught him to fry up a bird like the colonel. Who you calling a chicken? If all went to shit, I was picking the bird call. And no wonder they sent me away. We're like 11 alone in the terminal, cold just trying to go home, it was hurtful. All I wanted was mum's embrace. When I came back, where I call home was a whole other place. Dad said I'll come home to my mates, but it was the life for me. Now I'm stood with the open plate, looking for rice and peas. Doing up Wiley, where's my brother? Looking to find my G's. If T wasn't round, I was running with Els. Knuckles, Sonic and Tails, but things changed in summer 012. I caught game, he was flung in a cell. They had T sitting down for a robbery, probably the worst news then that could bother me. But the same year, Els cousin, my other G, died in a crash, but imagine the fuckery. I couldn't even post RIP, cause some of my SK stars might see. Even though he made tunes in the studio, and he would say one bar like me. Who would've knew these two in my crew would've still been my G's in school? I would've never have up and left if there wasn't a reason to. Northwest and west to the death, we was one for all and we all for one. And small dons seen it all from young but can never have saw what's coming. Who would've knew these two in my crew would've still been my G's in school? I would've never have up and left if there wasn't a reason to. Northwest and west to the death, we was one for all and we all for one. And small dons seen it all from young but can never have saw what's coming.